I'm going to start out with two songs here to help you open your own day. The first one's called Walk in Beauty, and it's based on the closing prayer of the Blessing Way ceremony from the Navajo tribe of the Native American tradition. If I understand it correctly from the study I've done in it, the Blessing Way is actually a very complex system of healing ceremonies that are actually designed to restore balance to the entire cosmos. They're not intended so much to cure illnesses, but to invoke blessings and to ward off misfortune, also used to bless homes. There's also some instances of this blessing way that involves just women, both to bless girls as they enter into puberty and for women who are about to give birth. In those ceremonies, men are not allowed to participate at all. To me, these two things go together. Feminine wisdom and the wisdom of the earth. In many traditions, they often do. It's some of the things we really need to recover, for sure, in our own evolution of consciousness. Even though this practice is thought to have originated with the Navajo tribe of Native Americans, there are many cultures who observe some form of this ceremony, and a number of faiths have adopted something similar to it. The operative word here in the Navajo language that appears over and over again in the actual prayer is Hosho, which means natural order. So this is about actually reestablishing the natural order, something we desperately need to do in our day and age too. In the middle of the song, actually, I place another poem that was written by the late English poet Charles Causley that I happened on one day, and somehow these two poems seem to go together. Charles Causley spent most of his life in Cornwall and was quite fascinated with all the native traditions of that region, the folk songs, the hymns, and the ballads. And he had a line he said about poetry that I thought the same thing in regards to myself with music. He said, if I didn't write poetry, I think I'd explode. So bring a little bit of art and music into this day for you. Along with that, I'm going to sing another song that's called A New Heavens and a New Earth. It's based on this little image of scripture that gets mentioned 3 times in the Jewish and Christian scriptures. The first time in prophet Isaiah, when God says through Isaiah, I will create a new heaven and a new earth. And then the second letter of Peter, and Peter says, we await a new heaven, we await a new earth. And then right at the end of the Bible, in the book of Revelation, I have seen the new heaven. The writer of the Apocalypse says, I've seen a new earth. There's a teaching by the Anglican scripture scholar, Bishop N.T. Wright, that's really touched me deeply. He said this over and over again in many different ways. He says our culture, especially our Christian culture, is so fixated on dying and going to heaven. My body dies and my soul goes to heaven. And he says that's actually not the end of Christian life. The end of Christian life is a new heaven and a new earth, according to the scriptures. And the whole scripture is actually about heaven coming down to earth. Even there, when this phrase is mentioned, new heaven and new earth, right near the same passage, it says the new Jerusalem coming down from heaven. So, he says about Jesus' resurrection, Jesus' resurrection is the beginning of God's new project, not to snatch people away from earth to heaven, but to colonize earth with the life of heaven. That's our job. And that, after all, he says, is what the Lord's Prayer is all about, on earth as it is in heaven. So, I added one little verse to the end of this, my own version of it. I say at the end, dare to dream a new heaven. In other words, let's evolve our consciousness and mature in our understanding of the divine. Maybe we have to break out some of our childhood, our mythical language, and find a new understanding of the divine. But then I say, but work to build a new earth. While we're doing this, let's keep rooted. I'm thinking of the wisdom of Thomas Berry, the passionate priest and geologian, he called himself, who said, we need to do as much inscendence, if not more inscendence than transcendence, going back to the earth, back to the genius embedded in our own DNA, and maybe be recreated. And it's actually our transcendence, moving away from the earth, that's done a lot of damage. And so, these two songs open your day, Walk in Beauty and A New Heaven and a New Earth. Today I will walk and darkness will leave me. I will be as before. Over my body cool breezes blowing, nothing can hinder me. I walk in beauty, I walk in beauty, I walk in beauty. Beauty behind me, beauty before me, beauty, beauty below, beauty above and all around. My words will be beautiful. I walk in beauty, I walk in beauty, I walk in beauty. I am the song that sings, the bird, the leaf that grows the land. I am the tide that moves the moon, the stream that halts the sand. I am the cloud that drives the storm, and the earth that lights the sun. I am the clay that shapes the hand, and the fire that strikes the stone. Wandering on a trail of beauty, lively, lively I walk. In old age I'm on a trail of beauty, living, living again. I walk in beauty, I walk in beauty, I walk in beauty. I walk in beauty, I walk in beauty, I walk in beauty. I walk in beauty, I walk in beauty, I walk in beauty. I walk in beauty, I walk in beauty, I walk in beauty. I walk in beauty, 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 beauty. I will create a new heaven, I will build a new earth. The former things are fading away, something new is coming to birth. Still the sound of your weeping, no more need for distress. You see the ox and the wolf, the lion and lamb graze together in peace. We await a new heaven, we await a new earth. The former things are fading away, something new is coming to birth. So then strive to be peaceful and give goodness its place. Salvation comes, so patiently wait and grow in wisdom and grace. For I have seen a new heaven, I have seen a new earth. The former things are fading away, something new is coming to birth. New heavens and a new earth, new heavens and a new earth. The former things are fading away, something new is coming to birth. So wipe away every tear, no more mourning today. No pain, no grief, no reason to cry, such things passed away. And dare to dream a new heaven, but work to build a new earth. The former things are fading away, something new is coming to birth. New heavens and a new earth. New heavens and a new earth. The former things are fading away, something new is coming to birth. New heavens and a new earth. New heavens and a new earth. The former things are fading away, something new is coming to birth. New heavens and a new earth. New heavens and a new earth. The former things are fading away, something new is coming to birth. New heavens and a new